Listen to this and tell me what you think. There was a lot of debate on this. A New Jersey restaurant is getting a lot of attention for the wrong reasons. They are threatening their workers with a 5-star review policy. You got that? So a restaurant in New Jersey gave a message to their workers, and there's a 5-star review policy threat. All right, what is it? It's an employee notice that was written on, like a computer processing program. It's just a notice that was put up inside the restaurant saying that servers had to earn a certain amount of high reviews online, or else they'd be terminated. So they have to, if you're a server at this restaurant, you have to apparently actively solicit your customers that you're serving at their tables. They have to give you great reviews, like on Google reviews or I don't know, like Yelp or Open Table, whatever. If you don't get a certain number of good reviews, you're out of there. So
that's rough.
You have to solicit and badger the people you're serving to leave you a good review?
A couple weeks ago, I was at a restaurant near my house, and the server was great, and I told him so. And he's like, if you don't mind, please go give me a 5-star review on one of these sites. And I usually am really bad about doing reviews, even if I'm asked. But I did actually do a review because my kids were animals, and he was nice about it. He kept saying, I'm an uncle. I get it. I'm an uncle. I get it.
What's the theme here? Do you notice that you just said your kids were animals?
Right.
Uh-huh.
Is this a parenting skill problem? Do we need to...
No, I told you. The one child is a COVID kid, so she doesn't... When we do actually take her out, she's just not accustomed to it.
But every story you tell, your kids are running around, and they're like banshees.
They are wild banshees.
They're misbehaving, and...
The 4-year-old's getting a lot better, so there's light at the end of the tunnel, but Daviana's a mess.
All right, so we have these New Jersey... there are 2 New Jersey chain restaurants. They're in trouble because these photos went viral of an employee notice that stated that workers were required to earn online reviews of 5 stars in order to keep their jobs.
I would just solicit like all my friends and family members to go do it for me.
Yeah, I would quit. Aren't these restaurants having problems with staffing issues?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And they're pushing them away?
Well, that's the issue here. They're having restaurants all over the country. Now, I was about to bring that up, but Fester beat me to the punch. Good job. But restaurants all over are trying to staff. We're hearing about all these. They're begging for workers. They can't get work. And this company, it's Tio Taco and Tequila Bar, along with Tommy's Tavern and Tap.
A lot of T's, man.
Now, hold on a minute. They're both owned by the Triple T Hospitality Group.
And the CEO is Mr. T.
Yeah, apparently so.
I pity the fool who don't get 5-star reviews on the Google.
I pity the fool. So
I was born for this.
Now the internet got the story, and the internet is just pounding them.
Give me Balboa.
All right, scroll up. Let me read the notice here.
All right, hold on here.
No, it was lower,
Lower.
right there. There we go.
All right.
All right. So the headline underlined in bold is Google review policy starting February 2022.
Read it in a Mr. T voice.
No,
Every service employee. I'm sorry.
I pity the fool. All right. So this is going to start in a few days. Today is what? Wednesday, January 26th. This is going to start in like 6 days. This begins the Google review policy. This is a sign that was posted back in the employee area. Somebody took a picture, and it's gone viral. And now the internet is not responding very favorably toward the Triple T Hospitality Group's Tio Taco and Tequila Bar and Tommy's Tavern and Tap House.
Triple T Tavern and then
So,
Tommy.
All right, let me read the memo. Google review policy starting February 2022. Every service employee for FOH
Front of house
is required to get a minimum of 5 Google reviews per month to remain employed at the Edison location starting February 2022. The review must include your first name and 5 stars in order to count. We will have a monthly Google review contest each month to promote health competition.
Healthy competition.
I think they mean healthy competition, yeah.
Or you're fired. It's not a healthy competition. It's do it or you're fired.
You must have a minimum of 15 reviews to qualify for the prizes. First place winner gets first pick out of 5 potential prizes, and second place gets to choose from the leftover prizes. The prizes are
Steak knives.
2 free meals up to $22.
That's pretty nice. Listen, a $22 meal's not bad. You get 2 of them.
Garbage.
All right, one clothes. First of all, a lot of places let employees eat free. Number one,
This place is terrible.
or a heavy duty discount. All right, here's the rest of the list. The next item you can win is 1 clothing item from the merch cage.
Oh, that sounds appealing. The merch cage.
I'll take the cap.
A piece of flair.
All right, 1 blackout day of your choosing.
All right.
So what? Day off?
These are the worst prices
A
ever.
$25 Visa, Amazon, or Starbucks gift card.
I'll take
You get
one.
a coffee.
And then the final item is specialty prize. And then in parentheses, it says surprise.
It's a surprise.
So there's 2 sides to this.
What?
One, if you're trying
Garbage.
to have a healthy, like, behind-the-scenes contest, that's cool. But then the part where it says, to remain employed, that's wrong.
Yeah, it goes from fun to
Yeah.
threat.
Hey, guys, let's have a fun contest. Whoever gets the most Google reviews, we have some pretty cool prizes for you guys. That's a fun workplace contest.
You're threatening their jobs.
That's
If starting next month in February, if you don't have at least 5 Google reviews with 5 stars that mention your name, you're fired.
You're out of here.
You're fired.
That means these employees have to have their friends and family do it.
Yeah,
like
for
when it gets to the
real.
deadline.
Set it up.
Mr. T is going to call you into the manager's office. Yeah, Rebecca, sit down for me.
All right, now listen to this.
You're terminated.
All right, I want to go to phones on this. Do we have any listeners that work at a restaurant or some type of service operation where you have to get good reviews? Do you work at a restaurant where you must? Is there a quota for good reviews? Anybody listening, do you work at a place where you have to get good reviews? Or if you have any comment on this, maybe you work in the service industry, you're a server, or listen, maybe you're a customer. What do you think of this? 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. That's the number to get in. I'd love to get some feedback on this. 800-990-1047. All right, there is a follow-up to the story here.
Yes, what is it?
All right, Mr. T, can you go take a break?
Is you doing Mr. T still?
I pity the fool.
You sound nothing like him.
I sound exactly like Mr. T.
All right. The company has since backtracked from the policy with Danielle Smith, the director for Tio's Taco and Tequila Bar, telling the New York Post that the employee who posted the picture has been fired.
Oh, great. That's even more impressive.
So now they fired the employee that posted the requirement of getting the good Google.
Dude,
So
Tio's
get-
ridiculous.
So guess what's going on? The internet is swiping back and just leaving them all these bad reviews
Seriously,
online.
how does this thing not backfire on us?
It is backfiring on them.
Tio sounds to bring in another T to like a terrible place.
All right, I'm going to go get my black van and pick up my friend's face in Murdoch.
So they're saying that we made sure it was not enforced at the location. It was not 100% company policy. And I guess the Edison, New Jersey location. Triple T CEO Thomas Bonfiglio.
His name is Thomas, too?
Yeah.
I can't take it.
Thomas Tio's Taco Tequila.
So the Triple T CEO, it's not Mr. T, it would be Mr. B. But Thomas Bonfiglio, he owns 3 Tio and 7 Tommy's locations in Jersey and Staten Island. Also was fast to say that it was not our policy. In the restaurant business, we're not firing anyone. We're still trying to hire people. That's why they ought to fire the manager. Fire whoever put this stupid notice up intimidating their employees.
And fire people who get bad reviews.
I mean, it sounds like everything's backwards at this Tio's Tacos and Tuesdays, whatever the hell it's called.
That's crazy. Anyway, listen to this. All right. Hey, Coop, tell phones. I'll be right there. If you're, hang on, who's our first call here? Bring up the screener, Fester.
Let me get the screener.
All right, jeez.
Hold on.
Why'd you close the screener?
I was working on my Mr. T.
Hey, Ashley, hold on 1 second. Let me just make one other mention here, okay?
Okay.
All right, Ashley. All right, listen to this. So the company memo said that the Tio Taco and Tequila Bar in Edison was quickly taken down, blah, blah, blah. It was scary to read. You have 2,000 people saying burn down and die. And people
Jeez.
online say, let's put them out of business. Adding that the restaurant group has already hired a scrubbing company to try to neutralize all of the horrid reviews that have been appearing online since last weekend.
There's scrubbing companies? Who do they call Mr. Wolf?
No, so there are reputation companies.
Really?
Yeah, you can hire reputation companies to help clean up your online persona.
I've heard commercials for those companies
and
before.
if there's bad stuff out there, yeah, they have companies that specialize in scrubbing bad reviews and that kind of stuff.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know how. I mean, if I leave a bad review, and you know what? I'm not a bad review leaver.
Me either.
If you look at and on Google, I do Google reviews. I mean, I'm not like crazy. I might have 40 reviews over 10 years, but I will leave a review, and I'm not easy to find. As far as I don't use my real name out there, but I do leave reviews. But 99% of my reviews are good reviews. I typically only leave a good review. I've got a couple of bad ones, and you really have to piss me off in order to leave a bad review. So, all right, let me
Bester
grab.
told me your alias, Todd the Bod.
No, it's not.
It's Todd the Bod.
Hey, Ashley, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi, Ashley.
Hey, my boyfriend and I listen to you guys every morning. We love you guys.
Thank you.
Froggy, we are especially a fan of you. We love you.
Oh, thank you.
Look at that.
Aw.
Appreciate it.
I was thinking about firing Froggy.
Yeah, I got another day.
No, don't do that.
I'm kidding. All right, what do you think?
Okay, so I've been in the service. Well, I was in the service industry for about 6 years, and trust me, most of the people who leave reviews, 99% of the time, it's for a bad review. A lot of people don't go out of their way to leave a good review, and you can't physically force somebody. You know what I mean? Like, their job shouldn't depend on you have to get reviews each month or you're fired. It's not right. It's not fair. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I don't know. I think it's honestly bull crap.
Yeah, it's a crap system, and people only go to the internet to try to get a vendetta against you. My Sprite was flat, I'm going to blow you up online.
I think
Exactly.
Michelle will read reviews. And, like, if we're thinking about going to a place, Michelle always goes through the reviews. But Michelle has gotten really good at discounting the garbage, angry vendetta reviews. Michelle's gotten really good about that. And she'll notice that sometimes the bad review, I waited too long for my takeout order, and it drags down a company, to a 3.9 when they should be a 4.4 or whatever,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I had a guy, I actually worked for Texas Roadhouse at one point, and our printer went down.
Yep.
And so his salad didn't come out before his food, and he threw the salad bowl at me to get it out of his face. And he ended up leaving me a bad review. And if my job would have depended on that, that's money, out of my pocket. I would have been fired for something that wasn't even my fault.
Well, first of all, he committed a battery by throwing a salad at you. You should have called the cops and had him arrested.
Oh, no. When Texas Roadhouse chains, they're all about making the customer happy.
So, wait a minute.
Customer's always right. Sweet
Salad to the
addition.
face?
Yeah.
So customers at Texas, wait a minute, at Texas Roadhouse, customers can assault the servers and they're fine with it?
Oh, my gosh, it happens way more than you think.
Is that the place with the peanuts on the floor?
Yeah.
His girlfriend is sitting at the table, and I looked at her, and I'm like, wow, you really, if he treats your waitress like this, I can only imagine what he treats you like. I'm so sorry that you have to go home with him. That's terrible.
What kind of customers y'all get in that place?
But if my job would have depended on that review, you know what I mean? I would have been out of a job. It's terrible
That is
that they're making it like that these days. It's awful.
You ever had a steak smash in your face?
Gosh, terrible.
So
Ash,
this
but-
Tio's Taco and Tequila. Right now, Google's apparently helping them because they still have a 4.4 rating.
I think they must have, like, the reputation, they must have got a hold of Google and having, vindictive, nasty reviews taken down. Hey, Ashley, great phone call. I'm sorry you were smashed in the face with a salad.
No, it's all good. I'm 9 months pregnant, and I got out of that service industry as soon as I found out.
Oh,
So,
congratulations
I'm
on your
with it.
baby.
Hey, congratulations,
Thanks,
and
guys.
thank you to you and your significant other for listening to the show every day.
Yeah, of course. Have a great day.
You too. Have a great day yourself. Wow. How do
Took a couple croutons in the eyeballs.
How do you not call the police if a customer throws a salad at you?
Well, this is Texas.
Yeah, that's
Or
right.
at least get the video on TikTok.
That's right.
Where do you think?
It's called Texas Roadhouse. It's not in Texas.
No, when you step across the threshold at the Texas Roadhouse, you actually step into the jurisdiction of Fort Worth.
It doesn't matter if you're in Wesley Chapel. You're now in Texas.
Welcome to Texas.
Texas rules apply.
Don't mess with Texas.
He has 6-shooter and some spurs.
Yeehaw, go Cowboys. How about them Cowboys?
I'm going to shoot up the place. Hang on.
Don't throw them peanuts on the floor.
Everything's bigger in Texas. Look at the size of this salad I'm about to smash in your face, waitress.
Hey,
Yeehaw.
this steak's coming out way too slow. Come on, boy, dance. Dance. Come on. Yeah, just firing the 6-shooter into the floor. You know?
Can we get some more yeast rolls and cinnamon butter over here?
Dang, it's all like that. They make you damn.
All right, folks.